Good morning and welcome back. Your business news now. For that, we go to the one and only Mike Eppel standing by right now. Mike, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, we talked about this yesterday. It likely was a matter of time before some of these big consumer companies suspended operations in Russia. We already saw some other tech companies do it, Visa, MasterCard as well. Who are we talking about?
McDonald's, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Starbucks, all in one fell swoop, announcing that they are shutting down their operations in Russia and also to some extent in Ukraine, just for safety reasons right now. But look, these are fairly small portions of these companies' global operations from a percentage basis, but it's significant from an optics standpoint, because what have you been hearing from Russia, the citizens there, that they're basically getting all of their news from the Kremlin. It is not at all what's going on, representing what Russia is doing in Ukraine right now. So when you see these global multinational consumer brands, and remember, these are a signal or a significant indication of the West, right, in Russia. They only came in after the fall of the Soviet Union. And, when your local McDonald's closes, you might want to ask the question, well, why is that happening? I want to look into that. So, it's significance from an optics standpoint, if anything else, and representative of the economic hit that Russia's taking right now.
Absolutely. I want to move along here as we talk about money. Well, the whole thing is always about money, isn't it, Mike? That's what makes the world go round. So they say.
Seems like.
Gas prices. All right.
Yeah.
So we know they continue to climb, and you're following this. I like the way you said it. It's the affordability crisis, because a lot of people during the pandemic said, you know what? I'm going to move out of the city. I'm going to go to the suburbs. But now, if they need to hop in their cars and go places, are they saving? So here's a live look at one location right now, still hovering around the $1.85 a liter mark. That's going up. So let's break this down.
Well, you could argue that you're not saving anything if you have to commute back into the city under these circumstances. You move out to the suburbs for lifestyle, or to the country for that matter, the countryside. But at the end of the day, now all of a sudden people are going, oh, great, I have to fill up a gas tank. And the problem here, Melanie, is there are no short-term solutions. This is something that we're just going to have to deal with over the course of time, because people aren't just going to go out and buy an electric vehicle. They're going to change their spending patterns in other ways. So this is the worry that over, maybe not immediately, but over the course of X number of weeks, we're going to see consumers specifically spending less on other things. And remember, it's a consumer-driven economy. So does this hit the economic growth prospects here coming up maybe in the second quarter of this year? Okay,
Mike, as we talk about in the interim, people say, all right, then I'll take Uber, I'll take Lyft. Mm-hmm. That's hitting them. They need to fill up their gas tanks. Will you then be paying that on the other end?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have to be doing a fuel surcharge on Uber and Lyft, because all of a sudden those drivers who were, looking at the prospects of seeing more business post-pandemic, all of a sudden their gas bills are just, a lot of it's kind of interesting. You see Uber and Lyft drivers, a lot of them are driving hybrids, which is probably a good idea. Not full electric necessarily, but maybe saving gas that way. But it'll be interesting to see how these companies and the drivers themselves adapt to what we're paying at the pumps.
All right, Mike, let's look at 2022 so far and some of the stocks that you've seen just take a massive dip. One of them, Canadian, Shopify.
Yeah, and this one actually goes back to November last year when Shopify peaked at $2,000 a share. This morning, Melanie, it's below 700. It's down 60% this year alone. And it's not alone in this significant sell-off we've seen for 2022. We've seen this shift. The markets obviously have plunged. The NASDAQ's down 17% year to date. And it's Shopify, the tech heavyweights. The automakers have been just crunched recently. General Motors is down 30% so far for 2022. Tesla's not having a great year either. Their costs of production are all going up. They're coming from a year where they saw the computer chip shortage. Now it's something else. Nickel prices at record highs, raw material prices. So these companies, the prospects for earnings comes back to that. Not as strong as they previously were, and the market has certainly adjusted. We'll tell you quickly this morning, seeing a nice bounce on stocks, up 500 points on the Dow. We'll see if that actually goes through the entire session. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin's back about $42,000 because the Biden administration is bringing in some new regulations in the cryptocurrency market.
Finally, for you, Mike, are you going to be on board with a new iPhone? Big announcement yesterday.
I actually need an upgrade. I think I'm still on number 10 or 11. I can't remember which.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, but
isn't
it's
it?
got a cracked screen. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
I know. Anyway, new iPhone SE, a slightly higher price point, but 5G capabilities. I think they're coming out with an iPhone that's color green. Remember when this used to be the lead of business?
Right. Oh, yeah. Other things going on.
Yeah, normal times, I guess. But look, Apple's still going to make a whole lot of money, and this is probably going to be a nice welcome distraction, I suppose, from the news of the day.
There you have it. Mike, okay, I'm back on Monday. So, nope, the following Monday. So I will see you in a little bit.
There you go.
He's frozen. Oh, there you are.
Again with that.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll work it out.